So, recent sporting results have not been fun to me, and that all kicked off last night with Chelsea running out losers 3-2 to West Ham, and it's a difficult one. It's a very difficult one because I think it's the complete opposite from our Watford game. I think Watford, we played really bad. Watford had the overall control of the game, the feel I've had, and we came out on top. We were quite lucky in that regards. This game, it felt like, at least from my point of view, Chelsea were the one in control of the game, and we lost. So, I'll get into luck. But it's a bit unlucky. I think the two halves were very different. The first half, especially from the off, it seemed like Chelsea were just dominating the ball, dominating possession, determining the tempo, how the game was being played, and it felt like we had complete control of it. The only times West Ham had any sniffs of chances for the first part was from Thiago Silva's mistakes. He had some poor passes, and I mean, although West Ham didn't take them, it was still all it took from us was just little mistakes, and West Ham were pouncing on them. So there was early signs of that danger coming through, but it seemed like all those dangers were settled when Thiago Silva headed in the goal from the corner, and then 3 minutes later stopped the goal off the goal line as well. And then it just continued, more Chelsea domination. Felt like we were in control of the game, and I don't even remember. It was after 30 minutes or something already, it felt like a predetermined result that Chelsea would go away with 3 points. But, like so many times before, Chelsea created the more chances, took more shots, but just couldn't capitalise on those chances created. We can dominate, but we were dominating at 1-0, and then all of a sudden, for his second appearance in a row, Jorginho made a very shit mistake, terrible back pass, and then put Mendy after a lot of trouble. He panicked and gave away a penalty. Is it completely Jorginho's fault? I mean, it is his fault, but it's not completely his fault. Mendy, I think in retrospect, he didn't have to make that challenge. He was very strong in the initial one. He took a touch. It was going away, and I think it was Bowen. His touch was taking it away from the goal, regardless. So Mendy could have not made the challenge and just gone back to try and save it, but yeah, it's hindsight now, and obviously it was going to get smacked into the top corner. I think it was Lanzini. Not a bad penalty. And then very soon after, I was very happy with that. Chelsea weren't just playing the easy pass on the ground, but they were playing long pass, I forgot who it was, to Ziyech, and then a long pass from Ziyech to Mount, and Mount first time, side foot, bottom corner, easy as you like, banger of a goal, and we go into halftime 2-1 up, and it felt like we were going to be very comfortable and heading for a result, because, like I said, we were dominating possession, dominating the tempo of the game. It felt like, at least just from a fan's point of view, it felt like Chelsea were in complete control of that match, and the only times West Ham ever had a chance was from Chelsea's mistakes. And I think I was very easy with that. Would I like Chelsea to stop making so many mistakes? Of course. But it was fun. So I thought. And then something that David Moyes did just clicked into gear, and for the entire half, it just felt like momentum, control, everything went straight to West Ham United, and yeah, they scored a couple of goals and ran away victors. At the end of the day, I'm not an expert. I don't even think I'd be classed as a novice or anything. I've never really took the time, sat down and studied different game plans and stuff like that. I can just kind of give my eyeball opinion of what's happening. So I look at this match, and I have no idea where Chelsea went wrong. I have no idea where they went wrong. It just felt like momentum was all with West Ham's side, and as much as potentially that is like a mental aspect of the game, I mean, there's bound to be reasons that Tuchel and Chelsea staff can look and go, hey, this is why we lost the match, because, I don't know, we weren't pressing high enough or something like that. I don't know those answers, at least for now, so I have no idea what happened. All I can say, for the West Ham second goal, I don't know, it was a good goal. I don't know where the main aspect of us going wrong was. For the third goal, Masuaku's winner. In the aftermath, a lot of people are calling it a banger. What an absolute stunner, tremendous goal. Here's what I will have to say, and I don't care how salty I am fucking salty. Nobody on this entire planet expected that Masuaku to score in that top corner there, or even make a shot from there. Not a single person on the planet. Not any fans watching it at their home. Not any fans in the stadium. None of the coaches. None of the players. And especially not Masuaku. So it cannot be classed as a banger or a stunner or a tremendous goal if he didn't mean it. If you shank a cross and it goes in, is that a good shot? No, it's a terrible cross that he got super lucky from. This is where the luck comes into play. That match was destined to be a draw in my eyes. It looked like, although momentum was with West Ham, Chelsea were doing very good defensively, and at the end of the day we still had long spells of possession. And then there was complete luck from Masuaku there that got that goal to go in. I'm still very annoyed and very salty from it. But, yeah, I think that's my general feel of the game in total. And the last one, just very sad. Pain. Pain. Couple of plays to highlight. Obviously, Mason Mount was tremendous. I also thought Ziyech was very good today. Obviously not everything came off for him. He was very positive in his play. I think it was the most aggressive that I've seen him ever, and I really like that. I really like when a player gets the ball instead of just turning and passing it and just making the easy pass, especially in this Chelsea team, is to get the ball and try and make something happen. Lock eyes with the defender right in front of you and make them commit to a challenge. Get the ball, and instead of trying to look for an easy pass on a counter-attack, you ping it 40 yards for Mason Mount to score a screamer. That's the kind of play, and I thought I was very impressed and very happy with Ziyech today there. Another one who's excellent, I thought. Sounds weird that a defender, I could give lots of praise to a defender when they conceded 3 goals. But Christensen was so good today. It was outstanding. In my opinion, in my eyes, I think it was one of his best performances. It looks like the game plan for West Ham, especially in that first half, was for Mikel Antonio Antonio to target Christensen, to go pin him back and try and roll off him, and Christensen abso-fucking-lutely pocketed him. Mikel Antonio got nothing in this entire game, and most of that was down to Christensen. Whether it was in aerial drills, whether it was physical battles, shoulder to shoulder, pass coming in, he got there first. He was amazing today, Christensen. Very happy with his performance. Very, very happy. Then some 2 not as good highlights. First of all, Mendy. Mendy wasn't great today. Obviously, in terms of outside of the goals, goalkeepers, I think, it's realistically not too important as long as you don't concede. After he had conceded that penalty, I think especially the crowd helped a lot against him, but Mendy was quite panicked on the ball and scuffed the ball away a few times, which at the end of the day it's not the end of the world, but still not good. The penalty, I mean, he still gave the penalty away. It potentially could have saved like an easier goal for West Ham, but I still feel like there was other alternatives for him. The second goal was no chance it went through. I think it was Christensen's legs, so there's no chance really for that one. The third one, could he have saved Masuaku's goal? Yes, he could have, but I'll say it again. No one on this planet expected that one to be going there, so I can let him off for that, because no one in the world expected for Masuaku to shoot, or for that one to for that cross to go into the top corner. Nobody. And the last one, which again just shows I mean how dumb I am in terms of football schemes and stuff like that. Lukaku, he had 45 minutes worth of play time. There's nothing I could remember from him. Nothing I can remember from that performance. And as much as I can say that's down to Lukaku, he should be getting into positions, coming back, all that. The system that he kind of fills in the striker role for us, especially before his injury, it seems like he stays there and he either scores tap-ins or he pins back defenders. There's he's never on the ball driving, running from deep kind of things. And again, I think that's less Lukaku to blame and more the system, because our attack is not great at all, not god awful, but not great. And I think, here's the thing, I don't know what the best way is, but I don't think Tuchel's using Lukaku right, because Lukaku at Inter, you could say he was tremendous. He could score solo goals, score counter-attacking goals, and a lot of it came from the ball at his feet, playing on the back of the defender, running through. There's been none of that. I can only think of one goal where I forgot who it was from, where Kovacic played that ball through, Lukaku cut back in, then scored with the right foot. That's vintage Lukaku, and that was the only chance I think he's gotten this entire season. I don't know why, but I don't know how to fix it, but the system that Tuchel uses for Lukaku, it ain't working, and it needs to be fixed. In my eyes. But yeah, pain.